Okay, so you know how we all love to pretend our favorite K-drama stars are best friends forever behind the scenes? Yeah, not always the case. Sometimes the chemistry we see on screen is purely professional, or worse, completely fake. Today, we're diving into 8 actor pairings where things got messy, awkward, or downright hostile when the camera stopped rolling. Some of these are confirmed disasters, others are heavily rumored, but all of them had fans side-eyeing the situation. Let's get into it. 8. Song Hye-kyo and Song Joong-ki. Remember the Song couple? Of course you do! Song Hye-kyo and Song Joong-ki gave us Descendants of the Sun, and then an actual fairy tale wedding in 2017. Fans were obsessed. So when they announced their divorce in 2019, it felt like getting dumped on behalf of someone else. The split was supposedly amicable. Both sides made sure to say they wanted things smooth and weren't going to throw each other under the bus. Song Joong-ki's team said he filed in June 2019 and just wanted to settle things quietly, no attacks or blame. Song Hye-kyo's agency echoed the same vibe, citing differences in personality. Translation, we're not compatible, but we're not enemies either. Here's the thing though, fans weren't buying the "we're totally cool" narrative. There were wild rumors dragging in Park Bo-gum, yeah, the Encounter co-star thing, but neither actor ever publicly confirmed any drama. They've kept their mouths shut in interviews, no passive-aggressive Instagram posts, nothing. Reports did surface that they'd been living apart since late 2018, so the writing was probably on the wall for a while. But as far as actual hatred, I don't know. It seems more like two people who realized marriage wasn't for them and wanted out without making it a spectacle. Still stings to see them go their separate ways, but there's no smoking gun here. Maybe they're just over each other. Not the same as hate, but not exactly warm and fuzzy either. 7. Song Joong-ki and Kim Han-jung. Wait, really? Because this one is borderline ridiculous. Song Joong-ki and Kim Han-jung never even worked together, so where's the beef supposed to come from? The internet, apparently. There's this one clickbait story floating around where Kim Han-jung supposedly said Song Joong-ki looks good and is a talented actor, and that he forgot his lines because he was too distracted by Song Joong-ki's acting and, attractive looks. Okay, so that's a compliment, not a diss. If anything, it sounds like Kim was joking around or being weirdly honest about being starstruck. Honestly, I dug around for actual evidence of a feud and came up empty. No interviews, no shady comments, nothing. This feels like the rumor mill working overtime with zero substance. The only proof is that bizarre quote from some Korean fan blog, and even that reads more like envy than animosity. My guess, these two probably don't think about each other at all, let alone harbor secret grudges. Sometimes the internet just invents drama because it's bored. This is one of those times. Number 6. Kim Jung-hyun and So-hyun. Oh, this one was a whole scandal. During the 2018 press tour for Time, Kim Jung-hyun was ice cold toward his co-star So-hyun. Yes, the girls' generation idol. Fans noticed immediately. He wouldn't hug her for photos, looked uncomfortable standing next to her, and just radiated "I don't want to be here" energy. Then Dispatch dropped the bomb. Kim Jung-hyun had refused to film 13 romantic scenes with So-hyun. 13! And it gets worse. Reports claimed his then-girlfriend and manager, So Ye-ji, had literally texted him instructions to be stern and cut out all the skinship. So basically, he was following orders from someone who was clearly jealous and controlling. The fallout was brutal. So-hyun looked genuinely hurt during promotions, and one report even said she broke down crying in her trailer. Kim Jung-hyun eventually left the drama and later issued a public apology, admitting his actions were entirely my fault and apologizing directly to So-hyun and everyone involved. He owned up to being manipulated, but didn't use it as an excuse. So-hyun, to her credit, never publicly trashed him. She even posted something about ending on a positive note at an award show later. So, was it hate? Not exactly. More like a toxic relationship spilling onto a professional set and making everyone uncomfortable. Still, that press conference where he wouldn't even look at her, painful to watch. Fans still cringe about it. 5. Lee Gung-young and his Vincenzo co-stars. Lee Gung-young played the creepy Vice Minister Choi in Vincenzo, and honestly, the villain energy wasn't just acting. This guy has a seriously dark history. Back in 2002, he was involved in a serious legal case related to inappropriate conduct with a minor and was convicted under laws protecting youth. He received probation and community service as part of his sentence, and despite public outrage, he eventually returned to the industry. It's a part of his past that many viewers haven't forgotten, and it continues to shape how some people feel when they see him on screen. Now, did his Vincenzo co-stars publicly come out and say they hated him? Not that I saw, but fans definitely remembered that conviction, and it cast a shadow over the whole production. It's hard to separate the art from the artist when the artist has done something that vile. This isn't a case of actor A punched actor B on set. It's more like actor A has a criminal record that makes everyone uneasy, and we all just have to pretend it's fine. I'd imagine his co-stars kept things strictly professional and didn't hang out after rap. Can you blame them? Some things are unforgivable, and this is one of them. 4. Lee Tae-em and Yuan. This feud is legendary because we actually have video evidence. In 2015, Lee Tae-em, a senior actress, and Yuan, former jewelry member, were filming Tutoring Across Generations when things exploded. Yuan was speaking casually to Lee Tae-em, breaking Korea's strict honorific rules for addressing seniors, and Lee Tae-em absolutely lost it. The leaked footage shows her screaming at Yuan, even yelling, "Who the f*** do you think you are?" Yuan, shocked and defensive, fires back with her own insult, "That crazy really?" Staff had to physically intervene. It was chaos. After the blow-up, Yuan apologized publicly and took a break from acting, while Lee Tae-em also laid low, though she hinted it was a misunderstanding, which, sure, Jan. The incident was technically about respect and language hierarchy, but it escalated into personal drama real fast. Years later, even TV news admitted it was a two-way street. Yuan was out of line for speaking informally, but nothing justifies a profanity-laced meltdown on set. That clip is still infamous in K-drama circles. It's the textbook example of behind-the-scenes tension boiling over. Whether you blame Lee Tae-em for overreacting or Yuan for being disrespectful, one thing's clear: they did not like each other in that moment. Park Hae-jin and So Kang-joon from Cheese in the Trap. Cheese in the Trap was a mess behind the scenes, and fans were convinced Park Hae-jin and So Kang-joon were at war. Park played the controlling genius Yoo Jung, while So Kang-joon was his broody friend Baek In-ho. Midway through the drama, Park's screen time seemed to vanish, and fans immediately blamed So Kang-joon. Did he pull rank, rewrite the story, steal scenes? Actually, scratch that. So Kang-joon openly denied all the gossip. He told interviewers point blank, "It is impossible for a rookie like me to change the storyline." Basically, chill, I'm not that powerful or that petty. Park Hae-jin, meanwhile, quietly expressed frustration about cut scenes. He mentioned in a 2016 interview that key flashback scenes with his character's friend never aired, but he never threw So Kang-joon under the bus. In fact, So Kang-joon went out of his way to praise Park, calling him a caring gentleman when asked about his co-stars. If there was bad blood, they hid it well. Fans mostly turned their anger toward the producers, and even the original webtoon author complained that the final episodes were a disaster. So yeah, while viewers joked about Park vs. So, both actors handled it with grace. So's public compliments and Park's focus on production issues suggest they were probably just annoyed with the same people, the staff, not each other. 2. Lee Da-hae and her East of Eden co-stars. Lee Da-hae's sudden exit from East of Eden in 2009 is still talked about. She quit the drama right before it ended, after taking payment and committing to finish. Fans and the media were furious. Viewers called her behavior careless and inconsiderate because she broke her promise to stay through the series. Lee Da-hae later apologized, admitting, "I was very upset with myself because I didn't keep to the agreement." So at least she owned it, but the damage was done. Did she hate her co-stars? That part's unclear. The narrative was more about her buckling under pressure or dealing with personal issues. Her co-stars, like Park Geun-hyung and Yoo Dong-gun, said they were worried about her health at the time, which suggests they didn't hold a grudge. But fans, they were less forgiving. Social media lit up with criticism, and the drama's author vented frustration about production problems, which didn't help public perception. Whether Lee Da-hae hated working on the show or just had a breakdown, we don't know. Either way, it left a bad taste. Fans still bring it up as a cautionary tale. Don't bail on your cast mid-series, even if you're struggling. It's messy for everyone. Park Hae-jin and Kim Go-in during Cheese in the Trap. Park Hae-jin makes the list twice. Poor guy. This time it's with Kim Go-in, his on-screen love interest in Cheese in the Trap. Their romance was dreamy on TV, but rumors swirled that real life was tense. After the finale, Park gently complained that some of his scenes were cut, and he didn't understand why. He even apologized to fans for any disappointment. Around the same time, Kim Go-in gave an interview saying it was a shame the drama got messy due to actors becoming controversies, which fans immediately read as a dig at Park. Gossip exploded after that. People speculated the leads secretly hated working together. Park mentioned being left off the drama's cast trip and feeling out of the loop, and Kim's comment definitely fanned the flames. But here's the thing, neither actor actually attacked the other. So Kang-joon, their co-star, publicly praised both of them as great people. Park blamed the script and editing, not Kim. So did they truly hate each other? I don't think so. It seems more like two exhausted actors dealing with a chaotic production, and fans reading too much into disappointment. They reportedly didn't attend the same variety shows after filming, but that could be scheduling conflicts, not spite. My take? They were just tired and frustrated with the whole situation, not each other. If you're still craving more K-drama tea, go check out our last video, 13 K-drama actors who are completely different off-screen. We talked about celebs who surprise you in real life. Totally different energy.